I do want everyone to share their largest sacrifice. I think that's very important and how they overcame it. In terms of not just the podcast, because we kind of delved into that, but just self-improvement. I kind of already shared mine with, what was it, the nights, Saturday weekend nights. I want everyone to kind of, I think that's very important, especially the title of the video.
Where should we start?
I was going to say Sash, but he has been talking way too much personally, so...
Damn.
This guy.
Do you have something to say?
Well, we start with Sasha. I have an answer.
All right, let's go. Well, we're going to go like this.
My answer is friendships. I sacrificed a lot of my friendships with my high school group, and yeah, it was a great time I had with them and everything like that, but it did come down to me asking what did I want more. And this is no hate towards them or anything like that, because they are a part of the reason why I am who I am.
Exactly.
Where I am because of them, everything like that. So I do thank them endlessly, but with that sacrifice came growth through you guys. Look at the friendship we have now, a lot stronger than it was with them. And I can say that full-heartedly. And I know it's true.
Because you feel it, yeah.
Exactly.
Those are the kind of things you feel.
I love that.
Love that, bro.
I don't know why you said
I
so
think, yeah.
quietly, like you were trying to get depressed. Did anyone else realize
But I think
that?
because
It's not really a happy subject.
yeah.
Hey guys, I lost my friends.
Bro was being real as shit, and you're over
That's
here
what I was saying,
happy and
Let's
excited.
go, guys. I don't have fucking friends.
No, I'm glad you shared that. I think it's very important, and a lot of people can relate to that.
This guy, honestly.
That's that brotherly love right
It's
there.
his birthday, bro.
Georgie?
Yeah, for me it was almost like same thing, because on Sundays I would be either hanging out with my friends. They would be coming over at my place we'd be watching soccer or UFC or whatever, or I'd be out playing soccer with them. But on Sundays we had to be here filming, so I couldn't really be doing that. It was also about time and like getting sleep, because the next day I had to work out, and I would be like working out 3 times a day or twice a day, and it was really hard for me to get up early in the morning, work out, and have that energy to go through the day and work out 3 times a day. It was difficult, but I knew that this was also as important as what I had to do the next day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I knew that it was like I had to sacrifice it. It wasn't like, yeah, it was hard, but at the same time, that was like the big sacrifice that would build my character to be strong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was
resilient.
It was more like friends, time, and sleep, to be honest.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
No, that's good. Like you said, time. Like time, it could be for, like all of us could say time in general. Am I saying what I sacrificed for this podcast or just in general?
General self-improvement.
Like I'd say just time for everything, bro. Like honestly, it's just like I've been doing this shit for a little bit over a year, and it's just been so much time. And what the internet expects you to do is to have a fucking full-fledged business build up in 6 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They expect you to, oh, you're 20, you don't even have a fucking business yet. You fucking loser.
And join the course.
Yeah.
Let me teach you how to get money.
Yeah, right. So like the internet, the social media, they all expect you to be this person in this short amount of time, but they don't really talk about the years, like the multiple years that it takes to actually be great.
Yeah.
It takes a lifetime to get rich, first of all. Like, you know what I mean?
You mentioned that in your video, you aren't actually doing bad.
Yeah.
With that one, and I loved it. So beautifully said.
Yeah,
Keep going.
like I said, like you're not doing bad if you think you're doing bad in self-improvement. If you're 6 months in, if you're 2 months in, if you're 3 months in, and you feel like you're doing bad and you're struggling, you're not getting to where you want to be, it might not be where you actually are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta really look at you gotta look at these things and be like, okay, like, am I actually doing bad or am I actually doing good? Time is really fucking important.
It is.
I think it's the ignition of that'll dictate whether or not you're doing good. Once you start, are you continuing?
Yeah.
That's my thoughts on that.
And also with time, it's also just like you gotta love yourself. I love these guys, and I will give them my time. If you want to grow something, not even with yourself, with other people, you gotta give time and be patient.
Yeah.
That's the point I want to get across. Be patient. Learn to be patient. If you don't have what you want in a year, it's okay. Just keep going.
We love you too, Mike.
Love you guys.
Mike, we love you. Josh, what did you want to say?
If there's one, I'm gonna go real brief. It's probably sacrificing personal pleasure. I was a guy who just, no matter what it was, I just wanted to do what I wanted at any moment.
Yeah.
Watch your
Which is-
sports, jerk off.
Watch
Yeah.
sport. Even I love just playing sports. I still do, just playing outside, and I would just do it, personal pleasure, and it's kind of something I've sacrifice. I mean, yeah, you can say I'm sacrificing my mental health in a way, but you know, it has to be done, and it's difficult. It's difficult at times, but you always just want to say where do you want to be and understand. At least that's what's always fueled me, is understanding that I'm not where I want to be and still have more to do.
Great.
Love
It's
it.
amazing.
Me.
With me, I'm gonna mention the podcast. The sacrifice with podcast is pretty much the self improvement, because it started before we started podcast, but it really happened during the podcast. Because with you guys, we really do build each other and stuff. So during that time, when we first started, we were, posting on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and then, editing a full video, plus recording, all that kind of stuff. So I was DoorDashing that time. And what I would do was, sometimes I would go out, DoorDash. If I didn't have any orders and stuff, I would sit in the car, make videos, all that kind of stuff. Sometimes not even go to work and stuff, because I knew this was important. Like it's almost like I was feeling this thing that I was like, this is for me, this is for us, and I'm taking it for the team, because I was like, if I take it for Saj, if I take it for Georgie, Mike, Josh, it's also gonna benefit me. So I was like, if I take it for the team and then the other guys also take it for the team, we're gonna grow as a team. And when it's 5 people, we all have to be leaders. That's gonna
Yeah.
Home
So-
team.
so exactly.
Home team.
If we would acknowledge
Exactly.
the effort that you
Yeah.
put in, we would be more inclined to do the same.
Exactly.
Which we all were from the start.
One of
Yeah.
the best parts of this team is no one's a leader. I mean, we're all leaders.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I'm
So
saying. We
that-
all
yeah,
have to be
true.
leaders, and that's what pushes up to the top.
We're an army
Something.
full of lions.
Full of
Yeah.
testosterone.
No one.
Full of
or, yeah,
testosterone.
A lion herd. A lion herd.
No, it's one call. It's like I'm not feared by an army led by sheep. An army of lions led by sheep. I'm feared of an army of sheep led by a lion. That's
Oh, yeah?
that's the quote.
We
So
have
my
Okay.
lions were all
Oh,
lions.
right, yeah.
We're just
Well,
5 lions.
4.
It looks at Mike.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Funny.
Bro, sick of this shit. Bro,
Okay,
sick
can
of
we
this.
just mention? I just saw this right now. Quote of day again.
I didn't write this. It was literally like that.
It was up there. It was up there. Forget it.
Yeah, we didn't really-
Quote of the day.
I think from now on it's gonna be like that.
We're keeping it. We're fucking keeping it. I don't
Yeah,
give a
Let's,
damn.
let's speed run it real quick. Quote of the day. Some people react to problems emotionally, which is weak. Emotions are frequently wrong. And when emotions go high, intelligence goes low. By Stefan...
Emotions aren't wrong
Arnio.
though.
Arnio.
Arnio?
Yeah, that's from the book Hard Times Create Strong Men. The one Andreas also.
Yeah.
You think- do you guys think emotions are wrong?
No.
No, I don't think
Emotions
emotions.
are-
When you
are
let them
natural.
control you, when you let them dictate how your life works out, yes, it's wrong. Because we all have emotional intelligence, so it's like emotions aren't wrong.
Well, what he actually says is emotions are frequently wrong. When which that's the case, then I agree
Frequently
with that.
wrong.
Because, yeah,
Yeah,
frequently.
because
So there
Sure.
often can be
Yeah.
wrong because it goes back to what we were saying with the
Frequent
debates.
means often.
Yeah.
Often your
they're
feelings are
often
wrong.
I
How
agree
you
with that. I agree with that. Because they often are wrong. Remember what we were just talking about with the debates and how people just want to be right instead of being
Yeah.
like benefiting from it or trying to show someone a better way. Someone that wants to be right is being driven by their emotion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Clearly. So
And emotions are pretty much personal too. It's from your past experience or something that you feel
exactly.
somebody does. It might not be right to you, but other people might see that as a right thing. And when you jump out as a person to be like, no, you're wrong and I'm right, all that kind of stuff, that's gonna create a different image and different energy too.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, it's this
it's your
way.
personal thing. You're pushing that out there. Should be thinking logic and say, okay, is it coming from my personal experiences or is it something that's actually wrong to other people as well? So that's when you have to think.
Dude, even if it said emotions are wrong, like quotes are not supposed to be read as they are written, because there's other stuff that are before then and after that. So it's like emotions are even if it did say emotions are wrong, it would probably mean that like when emotions are controlling you, then that's when it's
Yeah,
bad.
because
you
it
know what I
says
mean?
that some people
So
to
they're
react
gonna
to
speak.
problems emotionally, which is
Yeah.
exactly what you just
Okay.
mentioned.